I was contacted a month ago by the tag division saying that they would not allow me to get a sticker for my boat this year if it is still a 2-stroker. Wow. Well, that sucks. My guess is you live in California. I don't know anywhere else that like for Florida, that don't ever sound like something's going to happen in Florida. That don't sound like something that would ever happen in any of Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, Carolinas. Like, that does not sound like something that would ever happen around here. I could see, there's lakes, if you got smaller lakes or reservoirs, places where the drinking water and city water is all connected to that lake, pond, stuff like that you don't want 2-strokes on those lakes. But for you not to be able to register a boat because it has a 2-stroke, that sounds like something that would happen in California. Very interesting. I did not know that. Appreciate you saying that because that sucks. KMMG says, are Pursuit boats considered a premium manufacturer like Boston Whaler, Contender, Blackfin, Grady White? Yup, 100%. Pursuits, Tiaras, definitely a top tier boat brand. They're definitely expensive and they ride great. I've actually only ever owned one Pursuit. Is a Pursuit Tiara 2550, 2520, something like that. It's got the little cuddy cabin in the front, 1985 old boat, but yeah, they ride really, really good. I am a big fan of that 25 Pursuit. Put a bracket on it, put twin engines. I mean, outstanding. There was a 1980, late 80s, early 90s, the center console 25 Pursuit with a bracket and twin 200 HPDIs. That boat was outstanding. I mean, it would cruise at 30 miles an hour, burning like 8 gallons an hour of fuel. It was an outstanding boat. I really like Pursuits. So, I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but yeah, it's definitely a premium manufacturer. It's, totally up there with Boston Whaler, Contender, Grady White, Blackfin, Regulator, all those brands, CV, yeah, all of them. That's for sure. I would call them a premium brand. I don't know if Pursuit still owns Tiara. I don't even know. Also, Pursuit might be owned by Correct Craft, I want to say too. So Correct Craft owns a lot of stuff. They own like Parker, Nautique, a bunch of different brands. I think they own Pursuit too, but I'm not 100% on that one. Hey there, sorry to take you away from the video, but real quick, did you know that on average a boat owner will spend between $1,000 and $5,000 a year just on servicing their engine? And you could actually pocket and save a lot of that money if you would just do the service yourself. It might seem like a daunting task, but I guarantee you virtually everyone can do it with our guidance and the Boaters program. This is just one skill that you could learn inside the program because we have hundreds of other videos teaching you all kinds of boating skills, as well as a weekly live stream where we have questions and answers with me, as well as a chat feature where you can send videos and pictures, ask all kinds of questions, or look for some advice or some guidance on a project that you're doing on your boat. You can join the program by hitting the first link in the description, clicking join, or visiting bornagainboating.com. Now back to the video. Will tell, notice that on some center consoles, the T-top attaches to the fiberglass console and not to the floor. Could this be a problem later on? Seems it would be as rugged as attached to the floor. Seems it would not be as rugged as attached to the floor. Well, it totally depends on the build of the boat. So like that's also the structure of the T-top. So, if we're talking about T-tops that don't have electronics boxes mounted to them and they're a canvas top, there's not a whole lot that goes on there. I mean, and then also how is the console attached to the deck? If the console is bolted down to the deck really well, it's not glassed in, it's not like, cobbed together, depending on, that build, usually no. But then also at the same time, 100% correct. Like if you've got a fiberglass T-top, and you've got, big electronics box up, there's speakers built into it. It hangs back over the leaning posts of the boat, and that is only attached to the console. Yeah, for sure. The torque of that, the weight of that T-top bouncing like, if the T-top's like this and it's bouncing like that because you got all this weight in the back, these glassed T-tops that are, molded together, for sure they got weight to them. So those I could definitely see some problems with. By and large, most manufacturers, like, they've thought about this, though I can think of a couple off my top of my head that have had issues with stuff like this. But by and large, most of them do not. I think if you look at it, you'd be able to tell, like, this is a little funky. Like, I mean, for me, all you do is you grab the back of the T-top and kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle and see what happens. You know, if you give that thing a little bit of a wiggle and the whole console starts twisting, like, that T-top's too heavy. You know, like, it's a newer thing also because of the build of them. You know, people want all this stuff in them, and if it's a molded fiberglass T-top with speakers, spreader lights, the electronics box, all these switches, spotlights in the front, yeah, they can get pretty heavy and cause you some issues. But if it's mounted to the floor or if it's mounted from the back down to the leaning post, then yeah, it gives it structure. But yeah, for sure, if it's just mounted to the console and it's got all that weight up there, it could be a potential problem later on in that boat's life. So if you like this clip and you want to watch more, you can see another one over here or watch the full episode over here.